away. We're 10-all here, and it's going to be Sheffield Eagles who get the second 40 minutes counting down. Tremendous opening half, great contest, and who's for winning in the second 40 minutes? Important that both these sides get off to a winning start.
Good defence there, Broadbent leading the way. Jacques Pesch really felt that.
There's Lucas,
rather interesting tactic that the French coach Mazaret is using. He brings up Lequesa, the full-back, into the line, not only in attack but in defence. And Patrick Ontar goes back into the full-back position. Obviously a ploy, maybe to perhaps give Ontar a little bit of a rest.
Well, the Paris side, they are the unknown quantity in this European Super League, and that could so easily be their strength. But this is Casala, and Andy Hay watched him all the way. And that's the turnover. Casala caught in possession on the last tackle. Keith Senior with the first drive upfield for Sheffield Eagles. And we can go downstairs to Bill Arthur, who's got news of the injured players.
Confirmed at half-time that both Freddie Bonquet and Joe Dakwitoga will take no further part in this game. Dakwitoga with a knee injury, Bonquet with an ankle ligament injury. So that's first game of the season, and both sides have picked up casualties. It doesn't look as though they're going to recover quickly from those injuries.
Now that's a big blow for Bonquet and for Dakwitoga. This, though, is Sovatabua, the Fijian full-back for Sheffield Eagles. He's a real handful, this fella. He takes some putting down. Pesch and Shamaran are there to drag him to the ground eventually. Now Broadbent. Captain's part required from Broadbent. He unloads the ball brilliantly to Cook. Cook is wrapped up by Darren Adams. Lawless is in there at dummy half. So close now, the Eagles. Here's Lawford. There's Hay. Tries to step on the inside. Gets the pass away. Lawford gets the pass away again to Stott. Stott is wrestled to the ground by Cervello. Arnaud Cervello had coming off his line to stop the danger, and they've pinched the ball there. That's allowed this season. Andy Hay is dragged into touch, and he dropped it anyway.
I think he dropped it too.
He's calling time off the referee, and he wants to look at the screen again. Well, Andy Hay is down and receiving treatment while we all look at the big screen here at the Charlotte Stadium. Now then, he's lost that.
A lot of tries being bombed, and you can see just at the last moment, this is the reason why we have gone to the electronic aid. And it was Hay that took the ball away from the hooker, Torre. You can do that now with a new rule, man on man. That is allowed. We saw a try coming from it. In fact, the first try when Freddie Bonquet.
20-metre place kick, and no try is the decision. Quite right. Andy Hay, all right now, took a bang on the head. It's very, very hard on the field out there, I can tell you. Quite dry in Paris. And he banged his head, actually not on the pitch, but apparently, Steve-O, with Pierre Chamaron. And he's also a bit groggy, so a clash of heads.
Well, the Paris skipper did come across very well. And I must say that this addition of bringing in the, looking at the screen, certainly has worked. Good play there by Todd Brown.
Torre gets the ball away to Ontar. Ontar saw a little gap. Broadbent quickly closed him down. Pishkanov, the try scorer, right on half-time. High hanging kick. And there's some wind out there now. The ball bounces kindly. And he almost had it, Chamarin. But it bounced off his knee.
Should have taken that. It was good work there by Darren Adams to jump up higher than anyone else. Palm it back. And the Paris skipper, Chamarin, will be unhappy about that. A lot of work, though, from Hay. He's working hard. He's certainly doing his job in the forwards.
And the attendance here at the Charlotte Stadium tonight, 17,873. That is a terrific effort by the people of Paris and by Jacques Ferraud in particular. And that news has just been flashed up on the screen here at the Charlotte Stadium too. And I'll tell you what, Steve-O, there is one or two gasps of astonishment. 17,000, terrific effort.
tremendous. The Parisians have turned out in force. And there again we see that the Eagles running out their complement of tackles. Well, unless offside there, very, very quick to move up.
It's the sixth time, by the way, Steve-O, that the Eagles have turned the ball over in the tackle.
It's amazing there, and you can see referee Stuart Cummings. He was the only one that had gone back the 10. None of the Eagles on the left-hand side got anywhere near it.
Cavastani, second rower, gets the ball away, keeps it alive. Jason Sands now. Paris finding their feet in European Super League. Casala, huge man, lovely ball, popped it up for Adams. Another 6'4" effort here from Adams. And that's a great bit of defence from Sheffield Eagles to keep him out. He's a giant. Onta tries to slide the ball through. It comes back off the Sheffield Eagles player, but the referee has not wiped the tackle count down. Here's Casala. Smothering defence from Stott. Stott again working very hard at the play of the ball. This is the last tackle. Sands the dummy half. Onta again, spreads the ball out wide. It was just in front of the man.
Ian Turner had no chance to get that. It was just not the best pass. And that is a real chance gone begging. Offside too. I'm afraid that the substitute Ian Turner should really have been moving on to that. Perhaps just floating away from him. He won't be happy with it. Neither will the man that got the pass out wide, Patrick Onta. And to add to their woes, you can see that the Paris side made no attempt to come back to the referee.
All offside, Paris, so penalty. Sheffield Eagles, and Mark Aston is warming up and ready to come into this second half here at the Charlotte Stadium.
That doesn't surprise me, because the experience of Mark Aston will ensure that the Eagles do not hand the ball over after their complement of 6.
Well, I'm sure his pride was hurt when he was put on the bench for the first match. Ball goes to ground. Sovatabua picks up, though, before he's enveloped by the tacklers. And the Paris crowd, all 17,000 of them, beginning to find their voice and get behind their team, and he loses the ball. And it's well picked up there by the French defence. Todd Brown.
Another mistake, and another run from Brown, trying to turn for the support. Or should I say Piskanov. Oh, swinging arm there from John Lawless.
Went without the ball, bounced off the ankle, play on. Support arrives. Chamaran, Pierre Chamaran, the man inside, picked up brilliantly.
Savello did well there to come back and support. This could be try time.
Adams with the try. They're on their feet. Darren Adams, the Kiwi. 6 feet 4 inches tall, and he was not going to be stopped. And all the Parisians are up on their feet.
The first time that the skipper Chamaran has made the ground. And look at the big fella go. Darren Adams. He really did crunch through then. A quick play the ball. Talk about putting your shoulder to the work. That really was superb. Look at the skipper there. Back on the inside. Well taken. It was superb play there. Lovely stuff by Savello, the winger. It all came about from the quick play the ball. Putting the power, the legs, the shoulder. Great try.
Darren Adams, 6'4", the Kiwi signed from Racing Club Paris, the rugby union club in this city, and much is expected from him. And much was given then by the big fellow. Darren Adams gives Paris Saint-Germain the lead, and Patrick Torre, the hooker, with a chance to increase the lead, but he stubbed his foot. Poor kick. 14-10, Paris ahead.
The defence just hesitated And off they went. Look at the strength there. This is what brought the crowd to their feet. Oh, great stuff.
Terrific try. Adams, he bounced this man off. Sova Tabua, the full-back. And that's a penalty. You can steal the ball, but you can't do that. Jason Sands penalised by referee Stuart Cummings.
Not too outside.
Messing around at the play, the ball. That's not allowed. They've made a change. Dean Lawford has been withdrawn and Mark Aston has come on. Broadbent with the run.
I think we'll see a different Sheffield side now. They needed someone out there to control it.
Anthony Farrell's on as well, 17.
He'll do the work, Will Farrell. We know that he's capable of doing that.
And he's come on for Danny McAllister. Meanwhile, it's Paul Carr who takes the tackle from Kabastani. And here's Aston. And there's Sheridan. And this is Andy Hay. Good run down the middle from Hay. Aston has supported him. There's Farrell. Ball out wide. Oh, that's a great pass. And that's a wonderful try from Matt Crowther. That was a superb pass over the shoulder from Anthony Farrell. And Aston and Farrell have come on and they've worked the wonder. Crowther with the try.
The one thing that makes a coach happy is when you make the substitute and within seconds. It was wonderful work there by Anthony Farrell. Out wide there. Well finished off. It really was great football. A coach's dream. Aston out wide. Back on the inside there. Did well, did Hay. Aston again, keeping it alive. But look at this. 3-4 going. And the winger quite happy. And why not? Beautiful combined effort there. See the step there from Aston. But this is well worth watching again. Beautiful stuff. Crowther made no mistake. The Eagles are flying back.
And a big smile on the face of Matt Crowther. And why not? The 21-year-old played in the Challenge Cup ties against Huddersfield and Halifax. Kicked goals. Now he's got his first Super League try under his belt. And Crowther the man. Can he add the extra 2 to the 4 that he's just scored? It's level pegging here at the Charlotte Stadium. And this will give the Eagles the lead again. It's got chances. It didn't have the legs. It was on target. We're level again. 14-all.
Keep the ball alive. You can see that the Parish defence is going backwards. And then they've just got to turn around. There's no one line. And once this was sucked in, 4 men, nobody out wide there. Pishkanov had come well in off his wing.
So 14-all. Danny McAllister replaced by Anthony Farrell, who played a huge part in that equalising try for the Eagles. 14-all. There he is. Farrell, first touch really, and it was a wonderful pass. Here's Shamaran again, the captain, trying to lift his team now. Less than half an hour to go, 27 minutes left in the opening Super League fixture. And the Stones Super League is alive and is well. And my word, it's kicking here. Great contest. 5 tackles gone for Paris Saint-Germain. And Ontap will surely put boot to ball. Well, he tried to, but he was enveloped by Hay and Cook. On the halfway, that's the turnover.
Wasn't meant for Ontar there. A real mix-up in the Paris attack. Just lost the plot slightly there. They were looking for the kicker. Onte was in the line.
We've had 9 turnovers in all in this match at Charlotte. That's a very high count. Players have been caught in possession on the last tackle, probably far too often for their coach's liking. But the Eagles now trying to keep the ball alive and doing so.
They look a different side, don't they? They're buzzing now with Mark Aston taking control. And they're running.
This fella.
Yeah, they're running at this guy. He's pretty strong. Switching of play. They're working now, the forwards.
Here's Sheridan again. There's Linton Stott. All wrapped up. Linton Stott by Patrick on tap. Hay the dummy half. Here's Aston. Shape for the kick. The pass to Carr. A great try. Well, how about that for a 1-2 from Gary Hetherington? Farrell there in the picture had a hand in the first try in this second half, and Aston has just created that for Paul Carr.
Super skilled there by the substitute Mark Aston. He delays the pass. See how he just dummied there. They expected the kick. Beautiful play. Paul Carr, good position. See how they held off. Jason Sands, the prop forward, just a split second, but what a superb pass. Is it a kick? No. See the loose forward, Kabasani, and Carr gleefully accepts that. Well worked try. Smiles must be all around now on the coach Gary Hetherington, and why not? Well, he was disappointed to be left out of the opening squad. Mark Aston has proved it now.
Paul Carr's try, and he has quite a habit of scoring tries at exactly the right time for Sheffield Eagles. Leading try scorer in each of the past 2 seasons there. Paul Carr's come up with the goods again. 2 in 5 minutes in the first half, 2 in 5 minutes in the second half for the Eagles, and Crowther with the opportunity here from almost in front to stretch the lead to 6 points. And he's missed it. Oh, well, that's a big blunder by Matt Crowther, and how important that might be at the end of tonight.
Well, that was unbelievable.
Look at that, 17,873 people. The main stand here at the Charlotte Stadium is packed, and it's great to see. And well done, Jacques Fourreau. Well done, European Super League. We're off to a flyer in Paris, and Sheffield ahead, 18-14.
Still not out of it either, this Paris side. They really have tried hard. Look at that, good running there. Loose forward. Jacques Petch leading the way there. Quick play of the ball. That's what's needed now.
Bloomfield has come on via Bloomfield, the man who was only brought into this team at the last moment, and he's come on for Darren Adams, who scored that try. And this is Brown. Todd Brown gets the pass out. Lucas has joined the line. They're inside the 20-metre zone, and they've made 73 metres on that set of 6. Now, will they be caught in possession again? It's a lovely ball inside. There's Kasala. Some strength. He's in. Oh, that's Shamaran, the captain. They have come up off the canvas, and they have come up with the goods, Paris Saint-Germain. And Pierre Shamaran, the captain, on the end of the last pass.
Tremendous team try. Keeping the ball alive, back on the inside. Absolutely wonderful. Good play by the prop forward, Gregory Kasala. Slips it back onto the inside. The man that can support all night long, Pierre Chamarin, has put Paris Saint-Germain back into this game. He uses the foil. Look at that, back on the inside. Beautiful work, and look how the big prop forward. He turns, puts the shoulder, then twists in the tackle. He did well there, upper body strength. Carr tried hard.
Shamaran with the try, Torre with the goal, and that came on the last tackle. We've been talking all night about the number of times the ball's been turned over, but it's come up here for Paris. They lead now by 20 points to 18.
That really was a superb effort. Started it all, is Chamarin, back on the inside. Sands did well, but this prop forward, well, an unknown quantity. He'll certainly make a name for himself in this game.
20 points to 18. 21 and a half minutes of the second half remaining. And we mentioned, Steve-O, when Matt Crowther missed that goal from in front of the post not too long ago, how important that might be at the end of the day. It's important at the moment. Paris ahead by those 2.
Well, how many times do we see a side that just stretches the lead? Okay, he missed the kick, but it looked at that point that they were taking control. 2 substitutes, Farrell and Aston was taking it. And they really were getting into it, but they forgot the principles of defence. They fell away when it counted.
Last tackle here for Sheffield Eagles. Aston, is caught by Onta. That's terrific defence from the little Frenchman. Aston manages to get the ball away, though, but Paul Broadbent can do little with it. The Eagles caught in possession again on the last tackle.
Well, they're going from bad to worse there. There was no need for Aston to get rid of that possession. The big prop forward, Broadbent, made a real meal of it. Well, the confidence will be building now.
Here's Bloomfeld, second half substitute via Bloomfeld, a massive prop forward. And you might have noticed that Regis Pastor-Cortina has come on as well. And the Batley fans back home remember him. He had 19 appearances for Batley, 1994-95 season.
Well, they're working the moves, and once again it's Patrick Ontar leading the way. And also this guy, Todd Brown, he's coming to his own, made some nice breaks.
Last tackle here for Paris Saint-Germain. A drop goal attempt here from Chamaran, and he's just sliced it wide of the post. He just wanted again to increase the pressure on the Eagles.
Nice try, just sliced away. In fact, in the end, wasn't anywhere near. By the way, this is where they've got to get their defence sorted out now. Make sure, apply the pressure to the Eagles so that when they do get the kicking, it will not turn the Paris side around too far into their own half.
Let's hear from one of the Paris Saint-Germain players, Darren Adams, talking with Bill.
Darren Adams taking a breather, and Paris Saint-Germain must be absolutely thrilled with this performance, Darren.
Yeah, we're pretty happy with the results at the moment. I think we're lacking a little fitness for the first game. This is our pointer game, but we're feeling really good out there.
That's the point. I mean, can you keep it up for the full 80 minutes?
Well, for the moment, we're not as professional as the English guys, but I think we've got a lot of heart out there, and the boys are really giving it. I think they're good for 80.
They are giving it a good fight, and they might not have the fitness of the English side, but my word, spirit, heart and endeavour, it's all there for everyone to see. And that's Pishkanov who catches that, and this is the zero tackle.
Good take there. Pishkanov put his body on the line. He had two in attendance then. Well, you can see that they're building in confidence. This crowd is well and truly behind them. Hard work from the forwards, that's what's needed now by this Paris Saint-Germain side. And what a difference this guy's made. Bloomfield really has run hard.
Paris enjoying the better of the possession in this second half and leading on the scoreboard too. 18 minutes to go, 2 points the difference. Ball back again to Chamaran, who really has taken control. Ball downfield into the arms of Sovatabua. That's a zero tackle. Onta, though, was quickly there.
Good play by Ontar, because it was not the best kick by Chamaran. He knows it as well. Right down the throat of Savatabua.
But what terrific defence from this French outfit. Pastor Cortina was there. This is Andy Hay, though, making the break. Lucchese and Onta is there. And he's nearly lost his jersey, Andy Hay. This is Lawless. Super run. Oh, it just loses the possession again. It's allowed. Stealing the ball one-on-one, but the referee has ruled it's a knock-on.
Well, Lawless there trying to keep that ball. Now, was it knocked on by the French side? I think referee Stuart Cummings is claiming it did, yeah.
So he's given head and feed to the Sheffield Eagles. Much to the disappointment, I must say, of the 17,000 Parisians who are inside this stadium. Here's Sheridan, and that's Garcia. The ball out wide. Crowther. Good run from Crowther again. Hunchback. Ball tucked under the arm. Here's Farrell. Sheridan with a run. Gavastani had him round the middle, but he got the ball away. They have 3 more left, and they're so close, the Eagles. Ball out wide, there could be problems. Hay drops it. Now then, here's a chance. This is a great chance. It's Cervello, the winger. Cervello all the way, and he's got the try. Oh no, Cervello He picked up the mistake 5 metres from his own line, and look at the light on his face. A length of the field interception try, and the Paris crowd are on their feet again. Superb try from Cervello.
Another bad mistake by the Sheffield Eagles. It looked for all the world that they had numbers out wide, and the pass was not taken by Andy Hay. He took a while to get into his stride, Cervello. He's looking there and said, I think I've got the measure. The moment of glory. There was nothing they could do to stop him. He'll enjoy that. The idea was there. It should have been a try for the Eagles if it had been taken by Andy Hay. Determined running. He knows he has the measure. There's no way in the world that he could be stopped. Tabatabua just does not have the speed. What a fairy tale this is turning out to be.
Arnaud Cervello, all the French three-quarter line now have got over for tries in this first European Super League fixture. And here's the man who has led from the front, Pierre Chamorin. And I tell you what, he's got a chance of kicking this. Just short of the crossbar. Oh, he's annoyed. But Paris 24, Sheffield Eagles 18.
I think half of the crowd at that far end, they were actually trying to help and blow it over. Now there's the pass, it was try time. Cervello's positioning in defence was not good, but he's certainly come up with the goods on this occasion. It's all about taking your chances. The opportunity presented itself, and Cervello came up with trumps.
They have a 6-point lead now, Paris Saint-Germain. We are less than 14 minutes now from the final siren, and what a fairy tale start this would be for the men of Paris Saint-Germain. 17,800 inside the Charlotte Stadium for this opening European Super League fixture. And when you consider that they get 1,000 and no more for rugby union club fixtures in this city, this is a remarkable night.
Nice kick downfield there from Aston. Let's get out of here, but it's a little bit too long. Didn't want it that long. Wanted to apply the pressure. Hoped to make a mistake. Well, I'm sure that Mazaret, the Paris coach, will get the message out to no frills football from here on in. Hard work with the forwards. What a great second half this fella's had.
Pishkanov, Mikhail Pishkanov, the Moldovan international. They're making inroads every time they get the ball. That's Jacques Pesh. Great break. They're in the Sheffield Eagles half of the field again, and they're keeping the ball alive because Onta was not tackled. Well, they're getting this crowd behind them. There's no doubt about that.
Well, they mentioned that they thought that they may run out of steam, but it's certainly not showing at the moment. It's amazing what the confidence can do. And ever since this guy came on, he really has run determined.
Well, he came on with a huge bandage on his knee, did Via Bloomfeld, and I thought there was a problem with him, but not so. And here's Onta, trying to be a little bit too cocky there, the little Frenchman. He lost the ball, and Paul Broadbent says, thank goodness for that.
Try to get it round Paul Carr there. Well, it's going to have something special from the Eagles side to get out of this one. They really have applied the pressure. And it looks like Pastre caught a bad knock then. I think he collided with Lawless's head, holding the knee.
Yes, he's limping his way back into the defensive line, though, as Paul Carr tries to conjure something up for the Eagles. 11.5 minutes left for play here at the Charlotte Stadium. Garcia gets the pass out to Crowther. Look at the tackling, though, from this Paris Saint-Germain outfit. Jacques Ferraud called them into the middle of this Charlotte Stadium yesterday and delivered a pep talk. And so far, the pep talk is working. That's another wasted kick from Aston.
The pep talk, yes, working for the Paris side. I'm afraid the kicking game from Mark Aston just is not going his way.
Kick, touch and goal. They want to bring Devecchi little scrum half who can also play standoff half. They want to bring him on.
Safety first, that's what they've got to do. Work it hard and then kick the ball down the field, should I say. A good chase. Pen this Sheffield side in their own quarter. And there's a few walking out there on the Eagles side. They found it tough going.
And this is Jacques Pesh. He has support. The support is there, and Pesh is getting it again. And the ball out wide once more to Cervello. And it's a dream for Arnaud Cervello. Jacques Pesh supported the man with the football brilliantly, kept the movement going, and Cervello, his second try in the last 5 minutes. Arnaud Cervello, well, the smile on his face really says it all.
Jacques Perrault said he had a dream, and it looks like the vision is paying the rewards. Underneath, away goes the loose forward. The big fella, Blomfield, back on the inside. Jacques Pesh out wide, and Cervello. The crowd have gone absolutely bananas here. Jacques Pesh, he didn't just stop, he supported, and that's the reason why they scored the try. Some wonderful football by this Paris Saint-Germain side. You can't go high on such a big fella like that. And they are rewarded. Super stuff.
Arnaud Cervello, he'll remember this night, as will Pierre Chamorin if he kicks this. Well, he got the distance this time, but he didn't get the direction. Pierre Chamorin misses with the conversion attempt, but look at that. Paris Saint-Germain 28, the Eagles 18.
Beautiful pass there. Now on to Pesh, the man that had made the break, and great support play. It was feeble tackling on the loose forward Jacques Pesh that allowed him to make that break. And surely the Eagles have to come up with something extraordinary to get them out of this.
Well, Sauvatabua did well then, because they messed around with that kickoff, but he managed to get the ball back into the field of play. 8 minutes to go. Cook has gone off to be replaced by Lawton, and Carr with the run down the left-hand side.
And what a tremendous run it was from Carr. He certainly hasn't thrown the towel in, and this guy certainly won't. Anthony Farrell. Well, what it looked as though the tide had turned. It looks as though the Eagles were taking control. How wrong can you be?
Cabastani with a great tackle on Mark Aston. He is broad-bent. This now is Sheridan. Lovely jinking run from Sheridan.
They've got to opt for the kick. Aston surely will get it high.
Here's Aston. There's the high kick. Now it's the charge of the Light Brigade. Oh, but what a wonderful take. Super take, and who is it who comes up with it? Little Patrick Onta.
Well, I mentioned the fact the Paris coach, Mazaret, put Onta back into the fullback position, and it was obviously to make sure that when the high kick went up, the solid professionalism of Patrick Onta saving the day. Full credit to Michel Mazaret, the Paris coach. He must have a huge grin on his face.
There's a lot of work still to be done, though, in the closing 7 minutes here at Charlotte. The Eagles don't want to start with a defeat. Not across the channel here in France. Invention, though. Invention from Paris. But Ryan Sheridan gets the ball back as Touré thought the opportunity had opened up for him.
Wonderful play by the hooker. It's very rare that you see Touré go on a run on his own. He's normally quite happy to just feed the ball from the dummy half position.
They've conceded a penalty, though, the Frenchman. Here's Aston, who drops it.
Well, he took a look there at the would-be tacklers. Oh, that's getting a little bit high there from John Lawless.
The referee agrees. Stuart Cummins gives the penalty for the high tackle on Lucas by John Lawless. Frustration, I think, now for the Eagles.
Right over the top. Ball back. Leches really did feel that one, but he won't mind.
The 6th penalty to Sheffield, and what a good contest, a good clean contest this has been. Only 10 penalties in the entire match, and they're getting going here with the Mexican wave, or should we call it the Charlotte wave.
Come on now.
It's a dream start to Paris Saint-Germain's European Super League adventure. With 17,800 people inside this stadium.
He's had a tremendous game, Patrick Ontar. He's played as though his life depends upon it.
They'll rattle a few cages in this Charlotte Stadium during this Super League summer. It's been Sheffield's half in terms of possession, but it's the Parisians who are coming out on top on the scoreboard. We're inside the last 5. Chamoran again.
Will they go for the one-pointer?
Torre just hooks the ball towards the corner. Underneath it's Senior, he diffuses the bomb, does well. Under pressure from Cervello, who wants the hat-trick.
Lovely confidence there from the hooker, Torre. Nice little kick. The strong run from Farrell. He's certainly shown the way. Quite a few of these Eagles forwards really have not put the effort and the work in that I'm sure that their coach Gary Hetherington wanted.
Aston gets it to Sheridan. Sheridan finds Hay. Always danger when Hay gets it. Such a big lad. He stands in the tackle, but that's an awful pass. And Bloomfield says thanks.
And he did the right thing there. He didn't struggle to try to get that ball away. He knows that possession is vital. Well, I don't know what French is for up your jumper, but that's what they need to do.
Get the dictionary out, Steve-O. We might have to find that out during the course of this season. Don't forget tomorrow, our first Saturday night, live and exclusive, Oldham against Wigan at Boundary Park. We'll be on air from 5:30. And next Thursday, a historic match at the Valley Ground of Charlton. London against Paris. Thursday at 7, we're live. The match kicks off at 7:30. And I think the people of London will turn out and watch this Paris team as Lucas goes for the line. That's on the last tackle. That's the turnover again. It's so close, it came up for them almost.
Well, when you've got 10 points to spare, it was a lovely pass there from Ontar. The fullback nearly went over. Defence vital. Oh, when I then. De Vici really did go over the top, and Lawless not happy either.
And Bloomfield receiving words from referee Stuart Cummins. The touch judge is on. I rather think he saw an elbow, and it's going to be a Sheffield Eagles player who is pulled out, Lawless, who was annoyed at the fact that he was being laid on by Bloomfield, and this is going to be a penalty to Paris Saint-Germain.
Well, it's pretty hard to see there. I think it was more a little bit upset with the referee Stuart Cummins with the fact that the substitute Fabian De Vici, and there you see Bloomfield not happy, kicking out with the feet and the elbows into the big substitute via Bloomfield. He looks at the referee and said, hey, come on, this guy's throwing everything at me. Just a little bit of a dig. He was trying to get away from it. Frustration, obviously.
Indeed, and the touch judge saw it. He was caught. And Lawless, such an outstanding player last season, a little bit of frustration, as Steve-O says. And this is Patrick Torre, left-footed. He finds the mark, and I rather fancy that's the ball game for Paris Saint-Germain. That's increased the lead. 30 points to 18 now. Paris Saint-Germain are on the verge of history. And those people who have turned out here, Steve-O, they will be back again.
They sure will. They're a happy bunch.
And there's Michel Mazaret, the French coach, the coach of Paris Saint-Germain, a man who played in the 1972 World Cup against Steve-O. And I must say, old boy, he has lasted the course of time a little better.
Do you know that
he was a standoff.
Didn't surprise me that you come out with a comment like that. But he'll be happy, and rightly so. And they can only build upon this.
Well, it's a dream start for Paris Saint-Germain. We're in the last minute of this match, and they will be counting down to the final siren. That's the official time you see on your screens. Paris have won this, 30 points to 18. Sheffield trying to finish with a flourish, but it has been a wonderful exhibition from this Paris Saint-Germain side. Michel Mazeret and Jacques Fourreau, they won't sleep much tonight in the French capital. Garcia gets the pass away to Crowther. Crowther is tracked by Pishkanov. 20 seconds to go. Last tackle here for Sheffield Eagles. And they lose it again, but the ball went backwards. Broadbent is allowed to carry on the momentum. Here's Sheridan. 10 seconds to go. Hay gets the ball back inside to Linton Stott. They're running it on the last tackle. 4 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. The ball will be kept alive. This is Farrell. This is Farrell. As soon as the man is tackled in possession, it'll be all over. But Senior gets the try. And Sheffield credit them for the way they kept it going right to the last. They get a try. It's purely consolation, but they did brilliantly there, Steve-O, to keep that ball going.
They never gave in. They really did keep this ball alive, and full credit to them. Farrell worked hard, never say die attitude, but I'm afraid it's just mere consolation to the Eagles. Nice work there. Keith Senior did well. He deserved that try. Came on early as a substitute when Joe Dakatonga was taken off within the first 10 minutes.
Keith Senior, substitute with the try. We're waiting for the kick from Mark Aston. And while we watch this kick, let's hear from the victorious French coach, Michel Mazeret, with Bill, as Aston adds the extra 2. Bill, it's all yours.
Michel Mazeret, you must be very proud of your side tonight.
Yes, I think our team has played a good game. We didn't know what we can do in this competition. Now we know what we must do to be better and better. Tomorrow morning we have worked with the players, but we are very happy and very proud.
Have they surprised you tonight?
A little. I knew my players are able, but I didn't think that it was tonight. I thought it was perhaps in a month or in 2 months. It's better.
Michel, merci.
Au revoir.
Au revoir, Michel. Merci, Michel. Merci, Paris Saint-Germain. A tremendous start for them. A tremendous start for the Stone Super League. 30 points to 24, the final score. 17,800 people inside this ground. Sheffield Eagles have gone over to say thank you to their supporters, but it's Pierre Chamorin and the Frenchman who are celebrating at the Charlotte Stadium here tonight. A terrific start, a start that really few people would have predicted. Now they go to the capital of England to play London next Thursday, a match you can see with us on Sky Sports. But this is a night that we'll all remember for a long, long time. The European Super League gets off to a flyer. Paris Saint-Germain 30, Sheffield 24.